Welcome to the final game right here in the Alpha X New Year's tournament. We're Nitrate as game number 1, or as map number 1. Top left hand corner, there we go. For Alpha X, it is ArT as the pink Protoss player. He's starting off with a gateway into expansion. Standard stuff going on here. Bottom right hand corner, we have the Terran representing Alpha X as well. So this is a very good Alpha X tournament with 2 Alpha X players in the final. Looks good. Here we go with the Terran, Cuddlebear. And yeah. Reaper expansion it is. And then I guess the most exciting things to see will be ArT. I mean, yes, he's walling off this one. Is this a gap that he can get through with the Reaper? It might. Is it? I would be interested in a Reaper getting through here. I hope he's going through there. Kind of looks like that's the case. But yeah, you see the Stalker is chrono boosted, therefore, yeah, it's not going to be that big of a deal, and he's not going to take a look at the gap there. Oh, the Stalker though. Yeah, getting baited one more time. Everything's going to be fine though. Yeah. Sentry is going to be next. Twilight Council being built as well. Guess therefore we're going to see the good old Blink build here. But to what extent is he going to do the Blink? I mean, we're on NA right now. ArT is from Poland, so this is going to favor, yeah, a more macro-oriented style, let's say, because micro might be hard with a little bit of delay. I mean, NA and AU, they are okay in terms of lag, somewhat. But still, if you're playing on NA and you're an NA player, you might have a little bit of an advantage there. Okay, good KD8, forcing the Stalkers to just jump a little bit back. But still, I would be interested if that is closed. Because can he jump up here? I don't know. Another gateway coming in. Blink it is, as I was expecting. Okay. And we're going to see Bio. Third command center is done. Oh, what's that? Just a Reaper, yep. And the robotics is on the way over here. Just finishing. Yeah, looks like we're going to see Blink, and with the Observer, it's going to be at least a little bit of a push here with some Blink Stalkers. Maybe trying to go into the main base, but it looks like Cuddlebear is prepared for that. Yeah. Stim has just started for Cuddlebear as well, and he's just saturating his main base, his main and second base with workers, and then he's going to fly over to take a third. And yeah, tanks are positioned, which is pretty much cutting down all offensive movements for ArT now. Yeah, maybe not the one, but yeah, that's everything you can get, a worker, and then that's it. Scan goes down on the third base location by Cuddlebear, and ArT's base is scouted with that. But yeah, that's not that big of a problem since his own third base is there as well. Looks pretty good. Forge and Robo and Charge. Okay. So that seems like the go-to army to get here, and what I was asking for quite some time was, do we see more Stargates anymore? Because I haven't seen a Stargate today. I haven't seen a Stargate again, or in a PVT. I haven't seen a Stargate, I think, in the last few days. Mostly players are just going for this Blink Stalker into Colossus style without adding any oracles beforehand. So yeah, that is actually giving a good advantage to the Terrans. I feel like they don't have to build the engineering bay, they don't have to build turrets. I mean, obviously the Stargate also is an investment, but what's the bigger investment here? To have turrets that you can't use anymore anytime soon? And yeah, you see, Scan goes down, he sees the move out. Oh, he doesn't see the workers being pulled though. And this is it, guys. Cuddlebear is going for it. But where's the army supply? We have 2 Colossus. We have some Zealots, some Sentries. Can he do it? Can he hold? Or can Cuddlebear push through everything here? Our workers are with the army. If this fight goes wrong, this is going to be very bad. Good, force fields going down. We have the tanks being pretty much exposed to everything there is. And I think that's going to be it. I think Cuddlebear has no chance of winning this at all. And everything goes down. GG is called by Cuddlebear pretty much immediately when the fight was starting. ArT is going to take the first map right here. We are on Zen for the second map in this final. Bottom left hand corner, down 1 point. Cuddlebear for Alpha X. Starting off with a barracks. And yeah, then let's go over. Top right hand corner. The Protoss, the pink Protoss. It is ArT. Also for Alpha X. And down, not down, up 1 point. Gateway into what looks like no expansion yet, but a Cybercore first. And yeah, seems like, yeah, both workers are trying to threaten the worker of ArT. And this is getting close, right? But he can get away. I guess shields are going to, yeah, load up again. It's going to be fine. Yeah, Nexus it is. Second gas will be taken afterwards, I guess. And right here, it's the command center in the main base for Cuddlebear. So at least ArT was forcing that one. And the Reaper is scouting for stuff here. Let's see if he can find anything that we don't see at all. Okay, Reaper will get into the main base and at least get the full scout. We have a Stargate this time. As I said this last game, I was like, okay. Oh, he was actually attacking the Cybercore instead of attacking the Reaper there. And another worker kill goes down. And that's, I think, even more than he would have expected. And yet, sooner or later, I actually expect Protoss players to just wall off this one as they do on other maps. So they don't fall for any Reaper run-bys and they don't give away information in the way they do. And yeah, that's just the way it is. And yeah, just go out again. Yeah, not the worker kill, I guess. But yeah, he can at least keep his Reaper alive. We'll get another shot and then he's going to... Oh, he's turning around one more time. Wants to get something done here. Can he get another kill? Nope. Adept in the main base. And the Reaper goes down. On the other side, yeah, we have the Adept. But that is going to be greeted by some Marines and turning around as well. And yeah, as we see, it's Phoenix built for ArT. And I've seen that as well, which was used especially for players that were going for, yeah, more than one Cyclone. But let's see if that's actually going to be the case here for Cuddlebear. Looks like it's going to be more so of a bio build since he's going for another barracks over there. It's just one Cyclone for now. But if you can take down the Cyclone, that would be very nice as well. So yeah, let's see. Adepts going in. Might just want to go for a worker or two. And then shade out. You have two... Oh, I'm actually not sure if Okay, that's a very good catch. Okay, he's landing the Viking. Good move. Okay, ArT gives away that he has more than one Phoenix. At the same time, yeah, let's see if that is actually going to do anything here. Can he get away with the Adepts? At least with 2 of those 3. And he's waiting for the third one. Third Viking, third Phoenix. Trying to get back in again. And Robotics Bay is coming up again. So ArT, after opening Phoenix with, what is it, like 4 Phoenix? He's then going for the Robo transition. And with the Robotics Bay, yeah, I guess Colossus can be expected. Okay, let's see what he can do. Take down a worker or 2, maybe 3. And then get the lock on another worker. And he is losing one of the Phoenix at least. That's actually something that shouldn't be happening here. You don't want to lose the Phoenix over there to just one lock on. But yeah, sometimes you're too greedy. We all know that feeling. And yeah, Cyclones are actually quite nice, but he only has 1 and 1 Viking. That is very good actually against the Phoenix, because we all know Phoenix aren't that good against Marines, and we can have Cuddlebear moving across the map now. He's at almost 50 army supply, which is way more than his opponent has, but yeah, very good force fields. He at least catches the Cyclone. And we have no tank available, guys. So let's see if that is going to be enough. We have the Vikings coming, the Phoenix coming in. The Viking will be attacked. The Widow Mine is not going to do anything there. Now it's going to burrow in the back of this and gets a very good connection against the Sentry. But will this be enough? I mean, there's 1 Colossus standing with 2 shield batteries behind this. I'm not sure if he can do anything here. At least the Phoenix gets a connection here, but I think, yeah, what is he going to do now? He's going to the main base with another drop here. But yeah, the Colossus will be in position, I guess. Reinforcements are going to send over more stuff. They're not in range for the Widow Mines though. Okay, they are actually. Never mind. Workers in the main base going down again. 1 more Phoenix available. Medivac will get away, but he should unload right here. And Medivac survives, at least for now. Cuddlebear starting the 3rd base on the left hand side in the meantime. Oh, what was that? A pylon, I guess. So 2 Colossus for now, 1 more in production. Blink underway. And more gateways. So yeah, ArT was focusing on the defense and also focusing for the macro game here. He's at 63 workers, which is quite good for him. But then, yeah, let's see what Cuddlebear is going to do now, because that's going to be a hell of a drop here. Medivacs are not going to be attacked. Oh boy, this looks very good. It's a drop to the main base, but can he actually fight what is there? That's the thing to see. Widowmine gets okay connections here, but Cuddlebear has to lift again. He's unpowering a lot of stuff. He's also taking some army with him, so don't get me wrong here. He's doing pretty nice attacks, but yeah, is it going to be enough? I'm not sure. 6 workers went down as well. Cuddlebear himself is just at 47, so he's down quite a few here, but he also is going for the 3rd base behind this, so he's trying to keep ArT busy, trying to just sneak in a worker kill here or there, and then let's see what actually is going to be done then. Okay, another drop to the main base. The army is, I don't know where it is. Most of it is over here, it seems. The Vikings can shoot the... Oh man, this looks like very weird. It looks like Cuddlebear is doing a good job. Like the Liberator also on the other side. 8 worker kills with another Liberator that was just going down. So the drop in the main base is going to do a lot of damage. We also have the Liberators coming in. It looks very good for Cuddlebear again. His army supply is heavily in favor of him. I mean, if Cuddlebear is going to do a good job here, he can cut down a lot of stuff. But yeah, if he doesn't, and somehow ArT is able to hold with the better worker count, then we all know that this can change the tides of the battle pretty quickly. If a Protoss player has the time to replace his army, has the time to maybe go for Templars potentially, then yeah, Cuddlebear could have a bad time, but let's see if that's actually going to be the case. We have 8 Vikings available against 2 Colossus, so that's a very good number to have, and I guess we're going to see another push into this for Cuddlebear, and that might be the final blow. He's just going in the Terran, yeah, just spreading backwards just a bit, and he's also just focusing on the gateways. He doesn't really care about anything else, but the big thing is Vikings taking down the Colossus. Now we have just Stalker standing, and that looks like we're going to see Cuddlebear start stepping forward right here, and that should be the GG by ArT. Cuddlebear is equaling out the series right here. We are back on Ephemeron, and we're in the bottom right hand corner with Alpha X player number 1. It is the Terran, Mr. Cuddlebear. And over in the top left hand corner, the second Alpha X player right here. This is ArT, and he is the pink Protoss. Yeah, we're in the NA server again. So, do we expect ArT to win again? Or do we expect Cuddlebear to finally take the game here? Yeah. Okay, no delay. Is he going for a pylon though? No. It's just delaying the command center a little bit, while on the other side we have the Nexus. Yeah. Almost halfway done now. Cybercore is there to just wall off the mineral line just a bit so the Reaper can't get through. Yeah, there it is. Let's just follow the Reaper and see what's going on. ArT was deciding to go for a Stargate in game number 1. Let's see if that's going to be the same over here. I'm not so sure that it will be though. But also, let's see if we can get another Colossus game, because I'm not 100% sure if Colossus really are the way to go for. Everyone is doing it, so it must have some upsides, but I'm not sure how Storm fell out of fashion. I think Storm is such a wonderful tool to deal with, and also you can just go for Archons before if you don't have Storm researched. Also, you have the Twilight Council anyways, and I think you just, yeah, I mean, you have to build both tech choice, or you have to build both tech choices if you want to go for Colossus, because you need to add Blink and or Zealot Charge. And on the other hand, you can just build, and you also have to add the Robotics Bay to go for Colossus. On the other hand, yeah, you just have to build the Templar's Archive, and theoretically you don't even need the Robo. I mean, yeah, you want to have it to just go for observers, to have the scouting information, to go for the Warp Prism for the weapons if you want to go for the push to the other side of the map. But yeah, in theory you don't need that. But yeah, long story short, Robotics Bay coming in. Wall of is built for Alpha X's ArT. That should be closed as well. And then for Cuddlebear, seems like the first little push is moving out, or is he just going to the... Yeah, okay, it's just going to the and setting up his tank there. Third command center started for ArT, while yeah, the Stalkers are moving out, but Blink is not finished, so he should actually be very careful if he wants to go into this now. Let's see. Let's see. Tank shot is not coming in. And he doesn't see this. I mean, this is expected, I guess. I actually would expect him to go over to the third soon to just check if there is a command center. I mean, most likely it's going to be built into the main base anyways. Okay, and there you go. Now he knows. Yeah. And that's actually very smart here. Just damaging some of the Marines is already quite good. Observer comes in as well. Has the blink finished, so he can do some more damage to Cuddlebear while he's moving over. Shouldn't lose any of the Stalkers though. Should be very careful here. Observer goes down at least, and the Stalkers are going over to the back side of this. They want to blink on top of the tanks, I feel, or just intercept reinforcements, like the Marauder that was in the back here. Very good move, I think. Okay, tank lifted, and he's going over to siege up right here in front of the main base. Cuddlebear is just going for this push, and we have the Robo unpowered just very quickly before the model is joining, and this looks like very good already for Cuddlebear. He has less workers, but that doesn't really matter if you just have the upper hand. The command center at the Nexus is going to fall right here, and the tanks are sieged up. We have a bunker coming up behind this, and with the tanks to fall back with, I'm not sure if there anything you can do. Okay, we have the recall over to the third base, so the workers can start mining over there. So he's not falling behind in that regard too much. But yeah, you see, blink going on. Tank number 1 goes down. Tank number 2 goes down as well. So how many more Stalkers can he actually save? Okay, looks good though. Okay, we'll be safe here. But Cuddlebear is still in the upper hand in terms of army supply. And now we have all the units going back home. Or not all of them, just a bit more. One Stalker going down, that's quite nice already. And now this is going to be a sacrifice being made for the Terran God. Yeah, and Cuddlebear taking at least one medevac full of units back at home. Back home, not back at home, I guess. So bunker being made at home now as well. ArT is moving in with 2 Stalkers, might just get a tank shot in his face, but yeah, he doesn't really get this. He's just checking for the third base, and he knows like, okay, there's no third. Okay, then I'm not really behind, because he didn't lose that many workers. I think it was 4. So that's a very low number that you lost in this attack, and he was recalling over to the third base, so his lost mining time was there, but it wasn't really that much. And yeah, as you see, scan goes down to seek for the observer. That was not in the circle here. Concussive shells are on the way, as well as +1 attack. And a lot more units. So let's see what he can do. ArT will get his third base pressured quite a bit. We don't have any Colossus yet. And it seems like we don't get any yet. Okay, let's see. Zealots are connecting to the tanks. One tank goes down, second tank goes down. We have force fields going down as well. So this looks like a very, very good defense here by ArT. Oh, he's pressured back though. Now some free shots for our Terran. Yeah, ArT though ending up with the lead of 10 workers at least. Back at home, Cuddlebear finally has the third base, starting to saturate it already. And yeah, you see, the War Prism has been seen, so therefore the whole army is moving over to the third base. This is not going to do anything then. So let's see. Oh, 2 Widow Mines. Oh, he's going to the main base. Very nice move. Having some zealots coming in there, and therefore forcing the main army to go over to the main base while we have the Protoss moving over. Okay, it's going to be fought back in the main base. Okay, Widow Mines will actually get some decent connections. Nevertheless, yeah, some more workers will go down, I guess. But on the other side, Cuddlebear was pretty much showing ArT what it needs to defend. And now we have the Terran moving forward. Forcefield's doing a really good job, but blinks over to the left hand side. Just brings his Stalkers into Marauder range and therefore losing 2. Not the ideal job to do. Okay, but he's ahead right now in terms of army supply. His worker count is a little bit lower. He has +1 finished and +1 armor coming in the back of this. On the other side, ArT just finished +2, I think. Oh no, he isn't even going for plus. Wait. Okay, he's building a second robo right now. I was kind of sure that he was already having +2 on the way, but never mind, guys. We have the blink forward to the right hand side. You don't want to blink into Stalker, into Marauders, don't you? Looks like this is Cuddlebear just going forward, and that is actually how you end up. If you just blink forward into an army of bio units that has Marauders in it, oh man, your Stalkers are going to have a very, very bad time. So let's see how this is going to go on. Cuddlebear with a really, really big supply lead, and therefore we're just going in. This is going to be unpowering, nothing there, but let's see what he can do into the main base. Should take down the Disruptor, because that is one of the units that can actually win in the game anymore. But yeah, you go. This is the choke point he might want to need, and then that should be it. Cuddlebear just takes down one after the other unit, and he's actually going to lift, but then again drop everything next to the main base of the Nexus of the third base. Yeah, Zealots are charging in immediately, but then yeah, we finally have the Medivacs taken out. But yeah, take a look at this. Another run squad going into the second base. 2 Medivacs, it's like 1 for 2 Marines. Very, very good call. 24 workers went down again. And yeah, over here, 4th base is scouted with the Marines. I guess yeah, Medivacs will just go back. Don't get down for now. But it looks like it looks like Cuddlebear was really doing a good job, but if you just take a look at the numbers, it's 6 worker lead. That's quite nice, but how many did he kill? 29? So yeah, that's quite a high number to kill. But if you're then 4 workers ahead, then this also means yeah, you didn't really build that many yourself, and or your opponent was replacing really, really good. So yeah, the one Zealot here trying to do something, but that's it. So where will the next clash take place? Most likely not over the bridge here, but more so over to the left. Yeah, he's just checking the second base. Can he get up the high ground before doing anything? Oh, nice EMP there. Hitting everything in the back. Oh, almost everything. We have 2 Templars with 1 Storm left. So, 1 Storm each. And 4th base set up for Cuddlebear. Okay, +2 attack infantry weapons. Yeah, and that's a situation where you don't want to be in. on either side. You don't want to fight in the middle here. You actually want to get past these bridges, and then you can get there. Your inner comfort is to just fight. And he's moving into the second base straight again. And it seems like he's just wanting to cut down the command centers. I mean, yeah, it might not be the most efficient thing, but that would be worker stealing. But overall, I think it doesn't really matter as long as you kill enough stuff. Oh boy, the disruption connections weren't quite good enough, I think. So even if he just takes everything and leaves, he will be fine. Medivacs will be attacked by the Vikings, by the Stalkers. One after the other going down. And then we have one more shot, down it goes. It's one Medivac left out of 4. Okay, Marine Marauder, Ghost, MGM, or MMG, however you want to call it. Okay. Oh, very good storm here. Taking down almost everything at the expansion. And yeah, Zealots will keep the rest safe. Okay, Liberators sieging up. That's quite nice for Cuddlebear. Still has the army lead. Okay, that was an observer taken out by the MP showing it. But yeah, what we can see in favor of ArT pretty much is the upgrades. 3-2 upgrades already. That's pretty good. And it looks like ArT with this lead seems to be comfortable moving out, despite the fact that his army supply is not as good as his opponent's. Here we go, guys. More workers going over. The 4th, no, it's the 5th base for ArT actually. We have an additional command center for Cuddlebear as well, so he's not going to fall that far behind. Storms could be sneaked in quite a bit. Very good move here with this Templar, I feel. But for now it looks like both players leaning back, trying to find an angle how to engage into this. And ArT actually has a pretty decent spot in terms of he can just try to get something done here, but he doesn't really have to. Against Bioplay, yeah, with what he has, it's not going to be ideal, but we have also no Colossus left. Yeah, more weapons, and Cuddlebear is actually sieging the bridges here. Oh, the EMP is hitting everything, but hitting everything like 2 or 3 times. Not really doing that much to the back of this. But yeah, let's see. This is very good, and concussive shells doing the rest of it, killing down some workers. Oh, and the Archons not on hold position or whatever, not really forced to go back. This was a very, very good catch for Cuddlebear, taking down some of the Archons. He's up by 40 army supply now. Good storm again, but let's see what they can do. Yeah, they're setting up. Cuddlebear wants to have this fight. Okay, first Colossus though, moving in for ArT. Let's see if that is going to help him. I mean, Stalkers are not the best support unit here. Link forward to take down one of the Liberators, and Disruptor doesn't get a single connection with this. So yeah, I think Cuddlebear has a pretty good spot here to take the win, or to take the lead in the series. Yeah, and he started stepping forward, and I think that's going to be it, guys. It's just too many Marauders. We have Cuddlebear moving forward. ArT is going to be pressured to go back home. I think he's going to stick in game, trying to go for some more weapons, but is that going to change the outcome of the game? One base goes down and ArT says no. It's a GG. Cuddlebear takes the lead. Let's go and head into game number 4. We're on Eternal Empire in the bottom left hand corner of this. Here we go with Mr. Cuddlebear for Alpha X. And yeah, he has the match point right here. 2-1 is the score in his favor. Going for the Reaper and then might be going for a command center sooner or later. Top right hand corner of the map. Here is his opponent, also representing Alpha X. It is ArT. Yeah, going for a Gateway, Nexus, Cybercore, second gas. So wants to be safe against the Reaper again back there with the building placement. So let's see what else he can do with the Reaper now going across the map. So we can just follow this, so at least we have some movement on screen instead of just watching a base doing nothing. And yeah, Stalker is going to be the first unit here for ArT. No adept shenanigans going on. And back at home, Cuddlebear is going for the factory right now. And yeah, let's see what the Reaper can do. Gets a scout, maybe a worker? Yeah, going to the low ground. Can jump up to the main. Yeah, but he doesn't have to. I mean, Stalker's doing a good job defending this easily. And take choice will be Twilight Council again. So I guess it will be one more Blink Stalker into Colossus build. Or is it? And here, yeah, looks like tanks, marines, starport. Let's see if that actually is going to be a drop build or any big or early push build. I think that could be the case. At least he's already falling behind in terms of workers somehow. Down by 9 at the moment. I mean, mules do something, but not that much, I think. Okay, there we go. And Banshee is going to be the choice. That's very interesting for Cuddlebear here. Going for the next tech lab on the other side then. What will he scout? Oh, he's dodging the marines very nicely and he sees everything there is to see. Sees two more barracks coming up, sees the starport with the tech lab and research. So yeah, he somehow somehow knows what's going on. So let's take a look back to the Protoss base. More gateways are coming in. Blink is halfway done, so that is going to take a little bit more in terms of time. And yeah, marines. Oh, where's the Banshee? Did he actually? He cancelled the Banshee? He did. He actually cancelled the Banshee. Wow. Alright. And I think that's not a good choice, to be honest. I mean, yeah, Robo is there, and there will be an observer. Nevertheless, yeah, having a Banshee, maybe even two, on opposite sides of the map to do some damage to the mineral line would be very good for Cuddlebear in this situation. But let's see what he's actually going to do, which is moving out with just one tank here. Let's see. The Stalkers are arriving on the other side, so it's... I mean, there's nothing in the main base right now. Some more reinforcements will be popping out soon, though. But yeah, right now, there's 2 Marines. And that is going to be a very bad thing to be, a very bad situation to be in for Cuddlebear. But you can see ArT. He's just wandering around the map, not really knowing what to do. And yeah, you see the Reaper just takes the watchtower and holds it, easy peasy. Yeah, scan goes down. Observer taken out here. And we have another move out by ArT. I mean, he's looking for stuff here. He sees the Reaper finally, but he splits his Stalker forces, which is never a good thing to do. You want to keep your stuff together, especially if you have Stalkers only, and you might potentially force some Marauders, as you see. And Concussive Shells just started now. So let's take a look at the economy. Third base is up for ArT. Workers are doing fine. We have no third base whatsoever for Cuddlebear. He's up by 20 army supply. So let's see how that is going to end up. We have a push incoming. And it's going to be a hard one, I guess. Widow Mine's getting borrowed easily. Tank will be sieged right there. Oh, we have the Colossus being blinded. So that looks very good for the Terran. He started stepping forward right here. The sentry is going to be taken down. We have the Colossus being under pressure with the Marauders, and they go down. I think that's going to be it. Cuddlebear is just pushing through here. The third base is going to go down pretty easily. We have +1 finish for him as well. The tank is going to unsiege and trying to go back in again. We have one more Colossus, but will this one be the game changer? I can't imagine. We have the high ground vision right here. The Marauders will be taking down the Colossus, or do they? Yes, they do. And yeah, we have some Zealots coming in as well. So this might actually slow down the push. But we have more reinforcements incoming for Cuddlebear as well. So this looks very good. As long as the Marauders are attacked, we're going to have a good time, because Medivacs will heal this up quite nicely. Yep, very good move there. Lifting everything while the Disruption Nova is underway. And then we see Cuddlebear just pushing through with the pylon. Will get taken down. Therefore the weapon is cancelled. And that's the GG. Called by ArT. Cuddlebear takes game number 4, and therefore the 3-1 victory, and yeah, is the winner of the tournament.